Hello everyone. Welcome back to English class. Today I am going to start here the second chapter from the prose section, The Sound of Music. You understand the sound of music, and who is the writer of this story? Deborah Cowley. Students, this chapter has been divided in two stories. That means, in this lesson, we have two stories. First, about the famous musician Evelyn Glennie, and second one is also the great Indian musician. His name is Ustad Bismillah Khan. The story tells us the struggleful life of these two musicians and how they got success after a number of struggles. We shall study one by one. In part 1 we have the story about the young girl Evelyn who became later on very famous musician. Let's see how she got her success. It was not easy for her because she was completely deaf. Can you imagine music, listening music without hearing capability? Suppose you are deaf. So can you imagine to listen the music? Not at all. But for you, for ordinary person, it is impossible to hear without having hearing capacity. But Evelyn proved that it is possible. She was completely deaf, but still she could hear the music better than any of us. Let's see what is the story behind this chapter. Let's start. Today I'm going to give you summary of the lesson. Please listen carefully. Evelyn lost her sense of hearing gradually at a very young age. It was first noticed by her mother. What is the name of her mother? Isabel Glennie. When Evelyn was 8 years old. However, Evelyn managed to hide her growing deafness from her friends as well as teachers for a long time. But by the time she became 11 years old, her performance in the school became worse, very bad. She started getting marks very poor in every subject. Her headmistress advised her parents to take her to a specialist. The specialist confirmed her deafness due to a gradual nerve damage. She was not deaf from her born. Gradually, she developed her deafness because of the gradual nerve damage. And the doctor asked Evelyn's parents to get her fitted with hearing aids. What is the meaning of aid? Aid here is what? Hearing aids means a small machine or an small instrument that can be fitted inside the ear. It helps the person to hear. He also told them to send her to the school for the deaf. Evelyn's parents was spoken to shift this child to a school where deaf children are educated. It was not easy for her parents to find out the school and to get admission. But see here what happens. Despite her deafness, Evelyn was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. Finally, she decided that she will live her life just like the other person. One day, she noticed a girl. She was playing xylophone. Xylophone is also a musical instrument. In your school, you have seen so many musical instruments like we have flute, we have harmonium. In the school, you must have seen guitar, sitar, banjo, and what keyboard, etc. So here, xylophone was also one musical instrument, and Evelyn decided to learn to play it. Most of the teachers discouraged Evelyn because she was completely deaf. So, of course, it was a challenge in itself to make the student understand who is completely deaf. But there is always hope if you are determined towards your aim, then definitely you will get some other option. So, what happens here? There was also the percussionist Ron Forbes. He was the music teacher of her school. Ron Forbes recognized her potential. He was a tabla player or the drum player. He supported Evelyn in achieving her goal. He began to give her training by tuning two large drums to different notes. Moreover, he advised Evelyn not to hear the music through her ears, but try to sense in different way. Evelyn tried. Evelyn tries to feel the notes of drum in different way. Suddenly, miracles happened there. And the next moment, Evelyn realized that she could feel the music not from her ear but from the different parts of her body. She realized that she could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. From the lower part of her waist, she could hear the lower drum and the higher drum from the upper part of the waist. Later, she discovered that she could sense the vibration in different parts of her body. She had learned to open her mind and body to the sounds and the vibration. She understood how to feel the music from her different parts of body. After that, Evelyn joined a youth orchestra and she visited United Kingdom with them. When she was 16, she decided to make music her life. She auditioned for Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. She gradually left the orchestral work and started giving solo performance. Initially, she started giving her performance with the group with the band of the music, that means group of the musicians. But later on, she left the orchestral work and she started giving her solo performance. At the end of her 3-year course, she had received most of the top awards. She became the world's most famous multi-percussionist with a mastery over some thousand instruments. She did not only learn how to play the xylophone, but she got mastery over more than 1,000 musical instrument. Moreover, she was very talented. She speaks Scottish very clearly. And also she learned French and Japanese. You can understand how much intelligent and how much determined she was, because it was not easy for her to feel the music, to listen the music from her body. But she made impossible, she changed the impossible word into possible. In 1991, she was honored with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. She was awarded. When she got a chance to address something from the stage, she told that music flows through every part of her body. It tingles in her skin, her cheekbones, and even in her hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertip. By leaning against the drum, she can feel the resonance, that means sound, flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration passes through her bare feet and up her legs, because she wanted to listen the music, and she learned how to feel the music, how to listen the music from her different parts of her body. We can say that she was the person who changed impossible into possible, and she gave inspiration to the handicapped people. She inspired so many people. In this way, you can understand nothing is impossible in this world. Why? Because the impossible word says in itself that I am possible. So, this was proved by a famous musician, Evelyn Glennon. You can learn something from this chapter. So, this was all about the summary of this chapter. Thank you very much.